Hi, grade 7s. This is our tutorial on solving algebraic equations using XBox. Now, I would like you to do this tutorial along with me. Don't just watch it. You need to be doing it because that'll help you understand it so that you can do it yourself. So we're going to start with the expression or the algebraic equation 2x is equal to 6. So what you're going to need to solve this is 6 pennies. Now, the equal sign always tells you the number of pennies that you're going to have to equal. So I'm just going to put on my video camera support here. And I'm going to get 6 pennies. Okay, there's my 6 pennies. And our expression is 2x. So I'm going to need 2 x boxes. There's one x box. And here is my second x box. All in order here. Okay, so we already know that two things on either side of equal sign have to be equal to each other. So what this expression 2x plus 6 is saying is that these two x boxes, or the number of pennies in these two x boxes, has to equal the 6 pennies on the other side. Now our job is to fill up these x boxes so that they contain an equal number of pennies. Okay, so whatever you do to one x box, you have to do to another. So let's start by filling each x box with a single penny. Okay, we still have some pennies left. As long as you have pennies left, you have to continue filling your x boxes. So we're going to fill them with another penny. And we still have some left. So we're going to fill our x boxes with another penny. Now the way we solve this is after we run out of pennies, we simply count the number of pennies in each x box, and you only really have to count one because you know there's an equal number of pennies in each box. And that will tell you what your x is equal to. So let's just drop these out. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so coming back to our whiteboard here. We can write that x is equal to 3. Because there was 3 pennies in each x box. Okay, that was a very simple one. We just used it to demonstrate how to do these. Let's go ahead and do another one. 3x plus 2 is equal to 8. So you're going to need 8 pennies, and I'm going to get 8 pennies here. Okay, there's my 8 pennies that has to be equal. And it's 3x, so I'm going to need 3 x boxes. Okay, so I have 8 pennies and 3 x boxes. So that's what I'm going to need to start. Now looking back at my algebraic equation, it says 3x plus 2 equals 8. So whenever you have a constant, those are the number of pennies that you take out and you don't put in your x box. So my constant is 2, so I'm going to take out 2 pennies. I'm just going to take them right out of the screen there. And this is what we're left with. 3 X boxes and 6 pennies. So remember, we're trying to find out what X is equal to. That's the whole idea of these algebraic equations. And our rule is we have to put the same number of pennies in each X box. Let's put our first set of pennies in. There's 1 in each X box. Remember, we have to put an equal number of pennies in each X box. And once we've filled all of those X boxes, we can see that each X box has 2 pennies. So coming back to our whiteboard, we can see that X is equal to 2. So what I want you to do for your daily work is show me the number of X boxes. And you can just use, for instance, a little diagram like this to represent your X boxes. So we had 3 X boxes plus we had 8 pennies, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we had 2 pennies extra, which was our constant. So let's put those out. And just show me the 2 pennies in each X box. Okay, so that's a diagram like I would need to see for your daily work. And of course, you always write your answer, and you always have to have your variable X is equal to whatever the number is. And we have 2 pennies in each X box, so X is equal to 2. Okay, let's do a couple more. 1 plus 4X is equal to 17. So in this case, I'm going to need 17 pennies. And I think I'm going to have to raise up my video camera here, so just give me a second. Okay, so I've raised it up so I can fit a little bit more area in my field here. I've got 17 pennies because our new algebraic expression is 1 plus 4X is equal to 17. So I've got my 17 pennies, and I need 4 X boxes. And we continue doing the same thing. Let's make sure our pennies aren't hiding here underneath our X boxes. So 1 plus 4X is equal to 17. So 1 is our constant, and we're going to just take that out. And the pennies we're left with, we need to fill each of our X boxes with the equal number of pennies. Okay, there's 1 in each. I think you can see where this is going. 2 in each. 3 in each X box. There, now all of our X boxes are filled with an equal number of pennies, and you can see that there's 4 pennies in each X box. So X is equal to 4. So coming back to our whiteboard here, solve this, we would write X is equal to 4. So what we're saying here is in order for this algebraic expression to equal this number, we need each X to represent 4. Now we can show by substituting in that we have the right number. So if we write 1 plus 4X is equal to 17, and we already know how to substitute in 1 plus 4 times 4, and remember we use brackets to represent multiplication, and we've substituted our number in, is equal to 17. So 1 plus 16 is equal to 17, where 17 is equal to 17. So we know that when we solved for X, we got the right answer. So this is a check that we do to make sure that we got the right answer. So you can never really get a wrong answer when you're solving an algebraic equation, because you can always check to make sure that your answer is right by taking the number you got and putting it back in to the original equation. Or I should show it there. That's what we've done here to check to make sure that our answer was right. Okay, let's do one more. X plus 3 is equal to 5. So how many pennies are we going to need? We're going to need 5 pennies. We'll get 5 pennies and put them there. And we have no coefficient in front of our x, so that means we need 1. If we don't have a number in front, it always means 1. So we're going to need 1 x box, 5 pennies. So now let's look at our algebraic equation. It's x plus 3, so 3 is our constant, so we're going to take away 3 of those pennies. And now all we're left with is the number of pennies there, and there's only 1 x box, so both of those pennies, 2 of them have to go into that 1 x box. So we can see that x is equal to 2. So back on our whiteboard, we can write x is equal to 2, and of course we can always check to make sure our answer is right. We're going to take that number and we're going to substitute it back in. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So our answer is correct. Okay, so that's how you use X boxes. That's the basics for solving algebraic expressions. Please do go on and do today's daily work, and we'll continue working with our X boxes in future lessons.